my goodness, girls, you look lovely. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful dresses. They're so easy. Just get your wands and say the magic words. The secret to making beautiful dresses lies in your imagination. If you can dream it, you can do it. So, get your magic wands and let's begin.
Fairy Godmother, not everyone has a magic wand. I don't. Do you want me to take over from here? I'm pretty good at making dresses without a magic wand.
Goodness gracious, without a magic wand, I wouldn't know where to start. I'll just leave it to you, dearie. I'll be over here if you need me.
Thank you. I'm going to show you how to make this dress first. This wedding dress and this blue dress will have their own tutorial. Okay, let's get started. For the bodice, I'll be using this t-shirt I got from Value Village at half price. It's a lightweight jersey knit, and it's really stretchy. I've already used some of this for Mega's dress. One of the great features of jersey knit fabric is the unfinished edges don't fray. For this bodice, I'm going to use the finished edge of the sleeve. Why not, eh? The edge is nicely finished. The hem is machine serged. I just need to cut a little piece from this sleeve. The top is the finished edge. It's about 6 inches. And the sides are 5 inches. Make sure the right side of the fabric faces up. The serged hem is on this side. So with the right side facing up, put the doll on top. Bring the sides together and hold it together with a pin. Let's have a look at the front. Perfect! It's right under her arms. Continue pinning the sides together. Get the fabric snug around her body. Don't overstretch the fabric. If you pull it really tight, you won't be able to get it off. I'm going to sew along her body to just below the crotch, here. I'm going to use red thread so you can see what I'm doing. Normally, I would use matching colored thread. All done. See how it's curved to her body? Don't worry about these folds, they'll be covered. I'm going to cut this 1/4 inch from the stitching and at the length here. Okay, let's take this off. Even though it's snug, it stretches so it can come off. It flipped, so now it's the right side facing out. Cut the length right here, straight across. Perfect. And put it back on her. Stretchy fabric is what makes this bodice. Fits like a glove. Stitch the front and the back together at the crotch. And it's done. This will help keep the bodice from riding up. Okay, moving on to the lace. This pretty lace is no ordinary lace. This is lingerie lace, and it stretches. Put the right side against her body. It's hard to tell which is the right side, but to me, the right side looks prettier. Pin it together and sew along her body. And here it is, done in red thread so you can see. Trim close to the stitching. Take it off and flip it so the right side is facing out. I'll let the lace peep over the top. I think it looks so pretty. And of course, it would look better with white thread. Now for the skirt. This is the pattern I made for the skirt. The width at the bottom can be more than 11 inches. The wider you make it, the fuller the skirt. This is the fabric I'll be using. It's called Fairy Frost. It shimmers like it's been sprinkled with pixie dust. I have 2 pieces here, one for the front and one for the back. So check this out. The pattern fits perfectly. Now if my fabric was wider, I would make a wider skirt. But I'm working with what I have. Here it is pinned to both pieces of fabric. I'm going to keep the corners to make a matching bodice, but that's for another video. And cut. Done. I also cut the lower edge. Take the pins out. With the right sides of the fabric together, I'm going to sew the sides with red thread. Now for the waistline. There are a few ways you can do this. One way is to make a casing and put a thin elastic through it. That's how we did Elsa's skirt. If you want to see that video, the link is in the iCard and in the video description. I'm going to show you another way. I'm going to sew this thin elastic right onto the waistline. Tie a knot at the end of the elastic. It will prevent it from being pulled through. Start in the middle of the waistline, right near the edge, and stitch around the elastic like this. All around the waistline. If you have a zigzag sewing machine, you could center the elastic and zigzag stitch right over it. You're not stitching the elastic down. You're kind of making a tunnel of thread loops for the elastic to go through. Make a dot at this end. Now, pull the elastic. This will gather the waistline. Keep pulling until the opening is about the size of the doll's waist. Flip it right side out. Now, let's get it on the doll. Pull the elastic until it's snug around her waist. Not too tight. There has to be some stretch left so you can get it off. And tie it in a knot. This way of doing the waistline creates less bulk than the other method. Now for the swag over the skirt. I'm using this tulle ribbon. I need 18 inches. Fold it in half. Gather the center. Hold it temporarily with a chenille stem. Tie the middle together with matching color thread. Take off the chenille stem. I'm going to sew along this edge. This is the way I anchor the end so I don't pull the thread and the knot right through. If this tulle was a wired ribbon, I wouldn't have to do this. The swag on Belle's Christmas dress was made with wired ribbon. If you want to see that video, the link is in the iCard and in the video description. Make small stitches right to the end. It'll look like this. Pull the thread to gather the tulle. It should measure 2 inches from the center to the end. Tie a knot at the end. You'll need 6 inches of ribbon. Make a little fold and pull the needle and thread through and sew it to the end of the tulle. It'll look like this. Do the same to the other side. Done. For the center, I have the perfect thing, a shimmery flower. You can glue it or sew it in place. That's so pretty. Let's get it on her. Tie a bow. You can leave it out or tuck it in the skirt. Tie a ribbon for a choker, and she's all done.
Oh, sweetie, you look beautiful.
Thank you, Fairy Godmother.
Oh, they're both so beautiful. Let's have a spin around. The pink ball gown. The blue snowflake ball gown. Now that you've seen both, which is your favorite? the pink ball gown or the blue snowflake ball gown? Click on the iCard and take our poll. If you have a comment or question, please go over to our community page on our channel. They're both so beautiful. It's so hard to choose a favorite. There are more ball gowns to make, so come back soon. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, click like. Check out this video.
For the finishing touch, glass slippers.
Fairy Godmother, how can I even walk in those?
Well, it's a fairy tale, honey. Anything is possible.
Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.